I want to look at news-related trending topics this week, and to chat more about this, as well as what we can expect this weekend, Busisiwe Radebe, senior SABC News digital producer, joins us now live. Busi, good to see you as always. What was the social media agenda?
Good morning, Blaine, and good morning to the viewers. President Ramaphosa appeared before the state capture inquiry both on Tuesday and on Wednesday. But what had people talking on social media were the bombs that he dropped about the options he had and decisions he had made during his tenure as the deputy president to former President Jacob Zuma. He said resigning would have merely made news headlines and achieved little, and that speaking out would probably resulted in him being fired. Some reacted by branding him a liar. As you can see, Melissa Nelly says, if lying under oath was a person. Meanwhile, many on social media were surprised when he mentioned that he recommended that Brian Molefe replace Sidiso Matona as Eskom CEO in 2015. Cool Da Vinci says, allegations and lies. He says that Brian Molefe was appointed by the Guptas are over, that Ramaphosa has admitted. And Hausa says, I love democracy. A whole president of the country being taken to task. I love it, truly love it. Protect this democracy. Suspended ANC Secretary General Magashule appeared in the Bloemfontein High Court for a pre-trial hearing. This regarding to the 255 million Free State asbestos scandal. The case was postponed to October, with Magashule rejecting this move as delaying tactics. Gift Sonduko Mdlovu says, Ace Magashule, our future president, what they are doing is making him strong. There were lots of opinions differing on the support, whether to support Magashule or not. Ian Cameron said, the ANC has never had a moment trending on Twitter for doing something good or successful. At least one senior member of the party trends every day, usually because of some corruption scandal. Now, moving on to sad news on social media. Tributes continue to pour in for the Amapiano musicians and also for the Mpho Mathibela, the surviving twin, who was joined at the head with her twin sister, Mponyana. But with the musicians, Kilakau, Mpuru, and Kanya Radebe, they were killed in a car crash. Police have launched an investigation into the alleged culpable homicide following the deaths of the 6 people in the head-on collision on the N4 in Rustenburg near Marikana toll gate. Pablo says, rest in power, Bafwetu. Condolences were also sent to the other person killed in the head-on collision, Sanza Mohumi. There were tweets sending their condolences to him and to his family. As you can see, Resh says, R.I.P. Sanza Mohumi. He's also the victim involved in the head-on collision accident, including Kilakau and Mpura. May his soul rest in peace. And as I mentioned earlier also, Blaine, there were also tributes that continue to pour in from Mpho Mathibela, the surviving twin who was born joined to the head to her twin sister, Mponyana. She sadly passed on at the age of 35. They made headlines when they were born in Chris Baragwanath Hospital in 1986 and further separated in 1988 as they were born conjoined twins. Uncle Sammy says, you fought and conquered against all odds until your last days. There were just moving tributes that were, sent on social media for Mpho Mathibela. Sani says, Mpho Mathibela, 1986 to 2021, still an incredible story of the 20th century. Now, Friday the 13th also trended on social media as many were posting superstitions about the day and also the horror movies that were on their favorite lists. Slaughter says, Friday the 13th, stay safe. The significance of this day is that according to Western superstition, it is considered an unlucky day. Rob Vincent there says, shout out to all the true hardcore 1980s horror movie fans on this Friday the 13th, referring to the horror movies. Now, wrapping up with sports, Blaine. According to media, Paris Saint-Germain gained 23 million followers on Instagram. The club followers went from 19 to 40 million. And the increase is attributed to Lionel Messi signing with the club. The arrival of Messi at the PSG has created a positive mood at the Ligue 1 club, but he is unlikely to play any part in Saturday's home game against Strasbourg. There he is on the screen, seen on the training grounds of PSG. And lastly, in the opening match of the MTN 8, this afternoon, SuperSport United will take on Golden Arrows. Defending champions Orlando Pirates will welcome Swallows FC in the original Soweto derby. Now, people, are sad that they cannot watch the matches live as part of the audience due to COVID-19 regulations. Semano says MTN 8 starts tomorrow. I'm so happy. There was a lot of excitement, obviously, for these matches. Two more will play tomorrow on Sunday with AmaZulu FC, Cape Town City, Kaizer Chiefs, and Sundowns. And Amapiano Boy says, can we do a petition in this country? We miss going to stadiums. Since this weekend, the MTN 8 will begin. What do you say, DSTV Prim? The EPL is back and I saw fans were there. So what is happening in South Africa? I miss going to stadium. Anyone with me? So yeah, those were most of the sentiments, Blaine. People missing watching, matches live instead of watching them from TV. But from me, that's all for this week.
I'm going to tell you much more with regards to what Mamelodi Sundowns coach Mangoba Ngiti has to say in our sports bulletin, packed sports bulletin, that is. Busi, thank you very much indeed, as always. We'll chat to you next week. Busisiwe Radebe is SABC Senior News, Digital News Producer there.